let's put this right here. Too low, too low. I think that's better, perfect. Howdy, good morning. My name is Robert. Happy to have you here. This is my office, and it's looking kind of bland. Like I need more furniture in here. Well, I mean, we have this right here, in here, but I don't really like this. We're renting this house, and I don't want to do anything that's crazy because I'm not going to live here forever. Our lease is up in like, I don't know, 10 months. My favorite thing definitely has to be the Wally. It's my daughter's favorite. And we have this beautiful blank white wall back here. I mean, so many things I could do. I just don't know what to do. I'm gonna figure it out for the next couple of weeks. I'll probably put some portraits, maybe get some nice earth tone pictures, organize it really well. I don't know. But the point is, I need to absolutely figure out what to do with this room. This is probably the only room where my kids don't come into, so it's like my peace zone, my peace zone. No offense, kids, I love y'all. But I've been doing so much editing lately, I need to get an editing space. I'm currently editing in the living room, and that is not the business because of said children. The lighting is great. Huge window. Plus I've got these right here. Oh, would you look at that? We already have some decor in here. I think I'm gonna put something right here. I went to IKEA the other day and I found the perfect poster. What do you think? Like right here? Yeah, okay. That's perfect, that's great. Now, the reason why I even need to do editing in the first place is because that's exactly what I do. I edit, I film, I edit, I create videos, voila. This is a lens. It has nothing to do with editing, but it kind of does. It's crazy to think that 10 years ago, I wouldn't know what this lens was. I wouldn't know how to use it. I wouldn't know how to use a camera. 10 years ago, I didn't even know that you could edit the video without being a professional. I remember right before I even started to do the video editing and the shooting for people, I was working at a warehouse job. I was a forklift operator. And let me say, that was probably the worst job I've ever had. And look, no offense if that's what you do. That was a scary time in my life. I was literally living paycheck to paycheck. I didn't know what I was gonna do. What happened was social media started becoming a real big thing. And I remember I'm sitting on my forklift one day and I'm scrolling right, on Instagram when Instagram was starting to get popular. And I'm seeing these videos and you're starting to see the lives that other people are living because we were no longer in our bubbles. We started seeing the world. And I started seeing people just doing the craziest, coolest, funnest things. And I'm sitting here in a warehouse, getting dirty, breathing dirt, hating my job, hating my life, and I'm seeing people doing so amazing things. Did I say doing so amazing things? Doing so many amazing things. Well, what ended up happening is I started to feel alone. Nothing seemed to compare to what I was seeing on the internet, and that I've learned is just bad. It turns into a rabbit hole of just negativity. The fear of missing out just takes over your life. And you just start comparing everything you do to everybody else. And that will continue to happen unless you do something about it. But you see, my main problem is that I'm an introvert. And when you're introverted, it's really hard to just, get out and talk to people to do things. But even so, being an introvert, I still wanted to be a part of something. I still wanted to belong somewhere. I crave that, I needed that. I think us as humans, I think we need that. And that's the question so many of us struggle with.
Can you go get breakfast, please?
I remember just laying down in bed, scrolling through Instagram, and I came across this video. It was by a guy named Kevin Ostage. I think his name's Kevin Ostage. But he was a video creator. I didn't know who he was, but he popped up in my feed. And as I was looking at his videos, because I just thought they were really good, there was one video that stood out to me. And the way that he edited the video, the cuts, the transitions, just everything about it, it made me feel a certain way. It absolutely inspired me. Watching that video, my hands are getting sweaty, and all I could think of is I could do that. I could do it. I don't know what it was. I don't know what made me think that. I don't know what clicked in my brain, but something clicked and it spoke to me. It said that you can do that too. And it was at that moment where I just had this inspiration to do something. I needed to get up. I needed to get out of bed. I needed to do something. I took it as a sign. Ace is waiting for food, so I should probably get back on the road and get that Chick-fil-A. Chick-fil-A stopped serving breakfast in about 20 minutes, so I've got some time. What's amazing, by the way, about inspiration is that you can do two things. You can do something about it, or you could do nothing about it. Me, I went out and I bought my first camera. This here is the Rebel T6i. This monster of a camera is so bulky, the screen doesn't even pop out for you. This thing is a freaking dump truck. It's kind of heavy, but it gets the job done. A dump truck.
There's been a lot of bumps in the road. Oh yeah. Always carrying that old soul.
I had the motivation and the tool, but what do I do now? So I was at work at the warehouse job one day on the forklift, and I'm sitting there just scrolling. And then just like that, the Instagram algorithm showed me an account I didn't follow. And it was this guy, this guy's account, his name is Mark, and he owned a small nutrition shop. I built up the nerve to DM the guy. And trust me, when you're an introvert and you've never done a video in your life and you're reaching out to somebody saying, hey, let me do a video for you, it's one of the scariest things ever. And I remember my pitch. I'll never forget my pitch. I remember telling him like, hey man, my name's Rob. I do videos, I edit. I looked at your account. It looks like you've got something going. I'd love to help you out. So maybe we can meet up and I can shoot a video for you, working out, whatever it is. And that's exactly what he wanted. Big buff dude. And he wanted the workout video. I've never made a workout video. The first video I made for him is probably the worst video I've ever made to this date. It's so terrible. And just like that, I was shooting videos for the guy. Now again, the first few videos, they were not good. Were they bad? Yeah, they were bad, but I got better. I think I like that. I don't have a desk, so I kind of have to just wing it.
Shouldn't be calling. I should be playing it cool, but that ain't me. 'Cause I want to know how you're feeling, to know what you're doing right now.
Okay, now hear me out. This isn't exactly my first choice of a desk. I mean, it's literally a TV tray. But it'll get the job done for now. It didn't take long, but maybe 4 or 5 weeks after Mark started posting the videos that I was making, I started getting messages from people who I never knew, people who I didn't even know were around, neighbors, family, friends who all needed help. I started getting 6 to 7 requests a day. I had to increase my price. My rate was really low, by the way. I was only charging $50 for a full minute video. That included the editing, that included all the cuts. I was doing anything and everything I could just to get myself out there. I literally went from nobody knowing anything about me to becoming a person who could actually create value for others. And look, it all happened because I took action, self-taught completely. Nobody taught me how to shoot a video. Nobody taught me how to edit the video. I did that all myself. I took the time and I learned it. I even landed the client that lives in Australia. Her name's Anita. What's up, Anita? Those are some of the best shoots, some of the best times I've ever had in my life. Free travel, meet dozens of new people. Like it wasn't just a job for me. It was literally an experience.
Just got done snorkeling. It was fucking awesome. And now we're just relaxing. Cheers. Cheers, Dad.
After meeting so many people, shooting so many events, people coming to me asking for help, I started to finally feel like I actually belonged somewhere. You don't know who you are. You don't know what you can do until you take action, until you do things. That's only when you truly find out who you are and you learn about yourself. A sign of inspiration, taking action, belonging to something. Look, this is definitely the Cliff Notes version, but it's a huge start to learning about who you are and seeing just how important you actually are to this world. You can't build a road without laying the first brick. And my life changed the moment I did things, the moment I started to do things. New things, scary things. I learned more in 6 months than 2 years at the university. I found a community and built relationships, and sometimes things don't work out. And that's okay. Just keep doing things. Keep learning. Because when opportunity presents itself, you want to be prepared. And you cannot be prepared without taking action. To see the world, things dangerous to come, to see behind walls, to draw closer, to find each other, and to feel, that is the purpose of life.